And we're back. Seems like forever.
Woody Woodpecker.
So,
Poochie,
yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. Tigger.
So, if no one knows, we're on Wish Book Web. Right there. .com. And these guys have compiled a ton of old Christmas
613 pages.
time wish books. Well, Wish Books was a Sears one, but they've got JCPenney one, Montgomery Ward. Who else? There were some others. We were saying...
Gordon Taylor was
yeah. I wish we could find
Spiegel.
some with service merchandise, but they were only up here in New England. What else? Toys R Us would be nice to find some of those. If we find a Toys R Us one online, maybe we'd go through that someday, because that would be pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to start in the toy section of the 1983 Sears Wish Book.
There's about 100 pages
Left?
to go through.
Yeah. This is where it gets good.
Like 150.
Alright. So, I don't know what the heck this thing is over here.
I was trying to figure that out because it looks like, you know, you got a carousel, but then you got, like, spaceships taking off.
Yeah, it's just...
It's a train set with, like...
Is it supposed to be like Disney? You know, you got the future world and...
I don't know.
Train and gauges and devices, gears to activate, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so when you hit each area, these things will go doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So it does something different in each land. That's a weird Tigger, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to start with the baby section. Here's all the stuff that
We
used
had
to...
one of those rolling things that had stuff inside. You inflated it, and babies could push it around.
Oh, yeah. Now keep in mind, this is all the stuff that would kill a child because they didn't have enough. They probably started...
Why
probably
is
started
Winnie the
with
Pooh
some,
so much bigger than Tigger?
Yeah, I know, that's a little creepy, right? It's like lording over him. Yeah. And look, Eeyore's tiny too. He probably ate a lot of honey.
Glowworm.
I think every human had a glowworm at one time. Or every family had a glowworm. There's Mr. Potato Head.
He's got a purse.
They didn't learn much from Mr. Potato Head because when you were a kid, which was only within the decade still, you would stuff all these things in your mouth. Like, how is Mr. Potato Head not aged? You know, it's got to be from ages whatever to whatever.
It's just a suggestion.
It is a suggestion.
Surprise schoolhouse.
Same thing. A lot of stuff that people could just eat.
Farm. Airplane.
What's this one? It's just regular house, huh?
I think so.
Very cool.
The record player.
Oh.
Cash register.
Is that a gas station pump?
The desktop with all the buttons.
One of those little things that you push around with all
Poppers.
Those poppers. You used to want to play with that every time we went to Walmart when you were little.
Stay home.
Here's the schoolhouse where you could write with real chalk. No, you could write with anything.
Just like Twister.
There's the phone, yeah. They broke me, cowboy.
Yeah, those phones are actually annoying when you drag it around.
Yeah. The eyes would dart back and forth.
We had one of those in our house.
The chorus frogs. Oh, you know what? This must be what they reference
In
Animal Crossing. When you go to the town, the board and change
Yeah, 'cause they're little
the town,
frogs.
they're little frogs. I wonder who made these first. Let's see who was the creator. This thing was always cool because you could see all the gears. Doesn't say who makes this, huh? Raiders 3 and up. That's true. Animal Crossing. So. Never thought of that. Ooh, xylophone dog. Not like your crappy
The
pet.
TV that plays the musical
Right.
video for you.
Your crappy dog just loves you. This one plays music.
Why does Winnie the Pooh
train.
look so weird?
Boy, Pooh is popular, I guess, right?
Yeah.
He's gone back and forth every few years.
Yep.
I mean,
We
that's
got
it.
Kanga and... Wait, go back, go back.
Go back, go back,
Go
go
back,
back,
go
go
back.
back, go back.
Oh, wait. So they got Kanga and Roo and Owl and
Yeah.
Tigger and Piglet and Eeyore and Pooh. But they don't got Rabbit.
Yeah, Rabbit's missing.
Because Rabbit was cranky.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought, I don't know why. Rabbit's a boy.
Yep.
I always thought it was a girl.
Well, I guess you could have, because he sounded like a little bit of an old lady. Yeah.
Oh, we had one of those workbenches at our house.
Oh, yeah. What's this? Oh, you just drop it in, write what it is.
Mm-hmm.
The little car thing.
Yeah.
Light bright.
Looks really boring. There's like no screen. Oh, light bright? You see light bright?
Oh, whatever that board is, it looks like the light bright, is it not?
Oh, this?
No.
A little
Next to the
thing.
edge of
Oh, over
lemonade,
here.
$10.
It looks like a knockoff of light bright. I don't know. Let me
Great
see.
cheese.
What is it? A 16?
8.
8?
Haha! Oh.
11. Yeah, this is definitely a light bright knockoff. No, it is. It's actually light bright. Why does it look like garbage?
Because the picture's garbage.
It's like in a really bad case.
Crayola Caddy.
Man. Light bright was always a ripoff to me. You know why? You use one of these pieces of paper, now you're done. You punctured holes in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's too late.
Yep.
And they give you some templates that here's what you put in for the colors.
Yeah.
And then you had to buy more of these pieces of paper. And your parents are never going to buy you more paper. Because it was just a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
But they'd sell it for a fortune.
Yep.
So you played with light bright like 7 times and you were done.
Trying to reuse the paper.
Tunnels.
The colored blocks, we had those. There's still coffee on them.
Get those kids to work.
CNCs.
Set them up to do a job. Child labor. Typewriting. Answering phones. Working the till. The currency exchanger. Here we go.
Playmobil. Still around.
Now, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this looks super fun.
It's
But
not
when-
as fun as it looks.
Well, when you get it home, you don't have this great river dividing your, lands to set up this whole theme. Playmobil was like they seem like a cheap knockoff of something else, right? Fisher Price maybe.
Mm.
But still, they're pretty good when I look at them now.
They're pretty expensive.
The only thing that I don't like about those is how hard it is to put on their hair. Because if you want to have this character, like a certain character, but you don't like their hair, you can just pop it off and find somebody else's hair and switch it. But it's so hard to put the hair back on.
Here's all the richy rich kids.
Mhm.
Look at this, a train. So you could run through your house. $100 doesn't seem bad.
What's that? That 6-wheel ATV up there.
This moon buggy. Take it to the moon.
Tractor.
Oh, it looks like, look at this. I gotta see this. It looks like it has some sort of special joystick control instead of a steering wheel, which is probably much more intuitive for a child. Yeah, look at this. Direction command lever. Allows vehicle to turn 360 degrees.
That's pretty cool.
It would be... you think they got up to like 358 and someone was like, that's good enough, and like, no, we're gonna go all the way. Let's finish it off. 6x6. That kid just looked shocked, didn't he? Wait, let's see him again. You're gonna put me in what? You're gonna show people me in what? How much am I making for this? Looking like a fool. He probably runs half the country now. This guy. Go-getter. Anyone heading off to work on that? They're making things happen.
Wow, it's a fancy car.
This looks like the inchworm that was converted into a big wheel.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Oh, you mean this car down here?
Yes. Yeah.
That is fancy.
It's ugly.
Doesn't mean it's not fancy.
Fancy can be both.
Strawberry shortcake tricycle.
Number 8.
Number 8. Alright, what are we into
Speak
here?
and spell.
Oh, yeah.
Love my speak and spell. That one's not the first version though, because that's not the buttons.
Right. What's the one that looked like an owl?
The one that looked like an owl.
What kind of disc is this thing?
Mr. Wise or something like that.
Mr. Wise. I don't
There it
think
is.
so.
It's a calculator.
Oh, that's right. No, that's not an owl. Something looked like an owl, right? This is the professor one. That is a calculator. I thought one looked like an owl. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was this guy, and I thought he was an owl when I was little.
I was just thinking about something.
Is that Lincoln Logs?
Where?
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, let's zoom into these.
Lincoln Logs are great.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You throw together a whole scenario. It's more fun to build than to play, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And Lincoln Logs are more fun to build than just Lego stuff like this sometimes, because it's complicated. This classic Pioneer. This one looks cool. I don't remember seeing this bridge before.
I don't remember seeing any of it.
No. Well, these were. You
I
know.
didn't have a lot of them.
You didn't? You had quite a bit. Oh, I remember these horrible things. Look, these are the things you used to start getting as the free stuff at Wendy's, right? Isn't that those things?
Pretty similar, yeah.
You don't remember? I think at Wendy's they were giving these toys away where, you know, you get one set and you have to, like, you probably have to eat about 1,000 pounds of Wendy's kids' meals to get a whole complete thing like this, but...
I don't remember those exact things, but I remember they would give you, like, those little, like, they were like these little 4-pronged things you stick together.
Yeah.
They would make, like, a car or a giraffe or...
Lego has come a long way. Let's check out this space setup here, though. I mean, is this comparable to anything?
Spaceship. Oh,
I mean,
those
that's,
are some pretty...
I mean, it's pretty
bad
cool, but I
spaceships.
mean, now they make things look just like Star Wars things, and you know, what's this, a firehouse? Now you get the Ghostbusters firehouse, but you pay for it too, though.
That's true.
$400.
Licensing.
Snoopy. I think I had a Snoopy brush thing when I was real little. This thing's been around for years. The electric brush.
Yep.
With the little thing to spit out. Yeah. I haven't seen the Snoopy snow cone maker
No.
Oh. Now there's like 100 pages.
yet. We're in the doll section.
Yeah, but a Barbie.
Lindsay.
Barbie is not an above. She must be at someone else's house. Barbie's an in-ground pool kind of girl, right? Only the best. It's a big house. Did you see that?
Yeah, Barbie's got a pool shaped like her own head.
She does?
Yeah, didn't you ever see that?
Oh, that's in that
weird-
cartoon?
Yeah.
Or 3D animation. There's her RV.
The cruise ship.
Yeah, I know. Is that a Barbie one too? Man, I think girls may have had better toys than the guys did. Look at this stuff. It's just
That's because you can't really do
from
much
Kenner.
with cars and spaceships.
Why not? A whole cruise liner. Baby dolls. What are these knockoffs of Strawberry Shortcake?
Oh, they're like fairies or something.
Oh, they look just like they're knockoffs of the Strawberry Shortcake stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are clearly, but
Cabbage Patch Kids.
when did they come out?
I don't know if it's this year or the year after, but I did not get one the year before, rather. But I did not get one until the Christmas of '85.
So special. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I still have both the birth certificates from my two girls. I don't know where they went.
Look at that.
But they're somewhere.
As seen on TV, the cabbage. This must have been new.
Mhm.
Was this the year people were beating each other up over Cabbage Patch? Have you seen that, Bailey? Those videos?
No.
There was news stories of people, women, not people really, women, punching each other in the face to get a Cabbage Patch Kid doll. There used to be. Doesn't happen much anymore.
They used to have a lot of them at Toys R Us, like
Well, yeah, it's
shelves.
right, but that's you're thinking. This is when they first came out. You don't realize how crazy people used to go over this. This was like the last time I think this kind of craze happened was the first year of Tickle Me Elmo.
Yep.
where they were just.
They still have craziness, but now it's more over electronics. When
Yeah.
somebody drops a. People are
I don't hear about the
Risk
fist fights
killing
and
each
stuff.
other.
You know, it's just regular Black Friday stuff where people are angry at each other, but not over anything that's like the hot toy of the year.
Bozo the Clown, Laurel and Hardy.
Charlie McCarthy, is that who that is? Howdy Doody, maybe? Oh, no, that's not Howdy Doody. Who's that guy? Who wants these?
I don't know.
It's a good.
Oh, this guy was a comedian guy. He was funny. What's up here too?
Presidents,
Well, no, look, because
famous first ladies.
no,
Famous people.
famous people. Because there's Mark Twain, right? Don't you think?
Is that
Marilyn Monroe.
No, so it must be Florence Nightingale.
But then they got Huckleberry Finn, Groucho
Lincoln in
Marx,
Washington.
all over the place. Merry Christmas! what the heck? Thanks.
Dolls from history.
Dolls from history.
Now I expect you to write me a report on each and every one.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's my report. They melted really fast when I used the
Hubby
lighter.
kitchen.
Wow, that gray kitchen up top.
Yeah,
It's a pretty nice kitchen.
yeah. It looks like if it looks
It's
like if it really
fancy.
work.
Look, it's got a microwave and a water dispenser. and
Except
a
everything's
fridge.
like weird. Like everything's like pushed,
Size.
like forward.
Oh, yeah, they've
it's
stepped it
staggered
out.
so they could-
But that fridge should have been bigger. It's like a mini fridge. See, this fridge is in proportion. This white one here.
Still shorter than 19.
Oh, all the food stuff. You went through a phase with this where you weren't, you know, you had a good time with some of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
You must have been 4, like 4 or 5, 3 or 4.
I think you're two.
Old enough for
2?
Zoe to be alive.
Yeah.
That's the version we use a big oven.
Yeah. I gotta read what that electronic what range? The electronic ripple. Oh, and look, there's no Snoopy snow cone machine, but look,
Generic
got a
on here.
Kool-Aid one, and look down here, there's a Pepsi one.
Sonar.
Electronic sonar range. Oh, they used to get kits and stuff to bake.
Oh, Bugs Bunny. It's a little scary there.
Bugs Bunny is scary. He's insane.
There's the.
Oh, geez, I thought this was a giant toothbrush at first
Pretty
compared to the
kids.
kid.
It was like the old version.
That's the original Michael Pony.
Oh, yeah, those must have been out pretty
You know,
recently,
they had
too, in the
those
last couple
Boys
of
and
years.
Girls Club.
Yeah.
Alright, get off of that.
The only thing I ever played with it that I can remember.
What, the ponies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, little furniture for people. Wow.
Gosh.
What's the deal with these two?
Stand in the corner there and time out.
Oh, I thought his hand was over her shoulder. Those are just her curls. I thought they were like, you know, like a couple.
Playing house. Set the table for Steve.
Yeah, that's how you play house.
You know, I never liked those.
The half heads here.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy, right? Well, what do you do? Some of them come with scissors.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do after you cut the hair? Cut it a little more? Well, no, some of them did grow back, right? Some of them had a little extra hair where you could let it grow back out.
You should just have like long strings of hair that you can like just pull it out.
What's the okay, you've cut your doll's hair as much as you could. What's the next natural progression of that for a kid? They cut their own hair. And then you got a mess.
Oh, the
Yeah,
good
they
thing
think
is
they
on
know
the
how to
kid, the
cut
hair
hair.
grows back.
After a while.
Mm-hmm. Drum kit.
Hot
That's
stuff.
too big for you.
These guys are like, Jerry never shows up. Their organ player.
They don't have a singer or anything.
No lead singer. No keyboard player.
Yeah, no Jerry.
I always
Must
thought it
be
would
set.
be. I always thought it would be cool to have the microscopes and stuff.
Microscopes aren't that cool.
But then, yeah, when you get to school and you look at stuff, you're like, oh, it's just everything's close. And grosser.
You know, our teacher, he had us look at blood. And we were like,
Whose blood?
I don't know. They sent it to him in the mail.
Did they?
It's some like.
It was all sealed
middle
up,
school
right?
Science, yeah.
Still seeing disciples.
I was trying to see if any of you were smart enough to solve the mystery, and evidently you weren't. So he's like, "Okay, good. You guys can stay in my class."
Middle school science program or something.
Pogo sticks. I've tried pogo sticks. They're hard. They're hard on the bones and the muscles. Very jarring.
Wait,
There we go.
wait. Pogo sticks seem.
Did you guys have one of these? The punching things that
Yeah,
knock
I don't
over and come
remember
back
what
up?
it was.
I don't either. I can't remember what ours was.
Poppers. We had poppers.
But we've all had them. Oh
So-
yeah, these things were great.
In
The little things you bounce on.
in school, we have like those smaller lockers. So there's a set on the bottom and a set on the top, right?
The show. Oh, the
And
locker
so
show.
the boys' lockers are all along the top, and the girls are along the bottom.
What does that mean? Why?
I don't know.
What the heck is that for? The girls are on the bottom and the boys'
I
lockers
like
are
it
on the
better
top?
because I can't reach the top that well.
Oh, that's fine, but I mean,
Most of the boys can't either, though.
no kidding.
But so there's this one girl, and the boy who has a locker on top of hers, he always takes forever getting his stuff out because he's one of those kids who has like a horribly messy locker.
Yeah.
And so one day he had so much stuff in his hands that he didn't close his locker and he never came back out. So the girl, she got so mad that she took her leg, she swung it around, she kicked it shut.
A little bit of rage in school.
A little bit.
She didn't get in trouble though. I don't think the teachers saw it, but they heard it.
They heard it. Yeah, Matchboxes and stuff were popular. Hot Wheels, right?
Hot Wheels
think-
are like still popular with some kids.
Are they?
Yeah.
I used to like these things. You'd put batteries in them and they'd go over just about anything. They were like Stomper 4x4s. They were Stompers, I think they were called.
Oh, the Dukes are fast.
Oh boy, you can't get that toy anymore. Whoa! I just turned the page. Die Hard. I think that was based off of a battery for Sears, not the Die Hard movie. Right? They
Yeah,
had-
when you said that, I immediately looked up there where the poster used to be.
Yeah. No, Die Hard is their battery.
Isn't that a Christmas movie?
Die Hard, it is a Christmas movie. The first and the second one.
Mhm.
Train sets. Look at the size of these tracks. That Anki robot there, the Cosmo robot I got, they also make... What are you laughing at? They also
That's
make sets like this.
I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
Those tanks, like battle
I
vehicles.
guess.
What's that kid riding?
G.I.
in
Joe.
now?
G.I.
yeah.
Joe stuff. Man, it's hard to remember that everything came out so early in the 80s. And they're still trying to milk these cash cows.
Oh, He-Man.
No, that's not He-Man, is it? Masters of the Universe. That was out already? Jeez. We watched that documentary, didn't we, on it? And I can't even remember when it was
Well,
out.
what's the top stuff?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that is. Let's look at it, because that's not... Because I'm looking at that, and I'm like, that's a knockoff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not He-Man.
No, look. He-Man must have been out like a year before. This is like Guy Dude or something. Wait, what number is this one? Number 1. Castle Zendo. At Night the Skull. That. Overhangs.
What?
Just put the V there. It's just as hard to put the dash. Overhangs. The bridge glows with a eerie light. What is this from? Beasts of Prey, Tri-Level. Look, they don't even want to tell you what it is.
It's because Guy
'Cause they don't wanna
probably
get-
was never that popular.
They don't want to get sued, right? So it would be like Guy Dude and the what? The controllers of the galaxy.
I guess.
Whoa.
Oh, that looks like Bart Simpson.
It does look like Bart. It's supposed to be Skeletor?
I think it is. It's supposed to be a kit so you can dress up like him.
Man. Don't dress up like He-Man, the hero. Dress up like Skeletor.
Plastic
Don't you mean
Skeletor
Guy Dude?
helmet and weapons.
No, Guy Dude's up here. Baseball cards, people are still doing that.
Look at pinball.
Little mini pinball. Let's see what the theme is with that mini pinball. I never understood this. You had to bounce it around and get in the hole. A lot of people I knew, not people, but a lot of people my parents knew seemed to have one of these.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't, because it just seemed annoying. Every time you hit it, it's like bouncing off everything. NASA. Oh, they were capitalizing on Space Shuttle. The, was it Williams? Space Shuttle pinball? Are you looking at how happy these people are?
No.
Have we ever been this happy as a family playing games?
That kid doesn't look happy at all.
Space Shuttle is in the collection.
Yeah, I think it's Williams. Look, his father's about to hit his arm, that's why. He knows he's gonna cheat. Cootie.
Dominoes.
That mouth strap.
Let's see how many of these are still in the store today.
Alright. Chutes and Ladders is.
Chutes and Ladders, Noah's Ark, no.
Hi-Ho Cheerio,
Panther,
I
no.
think is.
Yeah.
Hi-Ho Cheerio we've seen. Mother Goose Game, no. Cootie, yeah, we've seen Cootie. Barbie Game, Tic-Tac-Toad. That's just toss across. Look at it. You can see behind there. Stadium Checkers. The heck is that?
That's like a do not break the ice game.
Oh, don't spill the beans. Right? No one plays that anymore. Connect 4 is still in the stores.
What is it like?
Oh,
People used
look.
to say like I spilled the beans, like when they said, like when they told somebody a secret.
Yeah.
That's not what it is anymore.
What, the name of it? To tell
Yeah.
secret, you mean? Or
Yeah, that's not what the saying is anymore.
What
Now
is it
it's
now?
spilled the tea.
spilled the tea? I don't know what kind of game you can make out of that.
Memories out there still.
Yeah, you put water in a cup and you pass it around and like answer questions, something if you get it wrong, they dump the tea on you.
See, we had this version of the shooting gallery, but it was like a light beam. And when you hit the light, it would make it pop off, so it was a lot cooler than this little suction cup stuff. Yeah, perfection's around. That used to scare the heck out of you. Super perfection, right? Oh, superfection. I remember this, because look, there's pieces inside of pieces. We used to have this too. Yeah, you didn't like it. You'd hear that ticker, that timer start slowing down, and you'd shut it off, because you knew it was going to pop and you didn't want it to. Which is it's a form of intelligence. To know. See, I don't know why. This is nothing but garbage, these football things that would just vibrate.
NFL, it's the AFC.
They would vibrate and just move the players around. I don't know if there were magnets under it or what, but I always wanted one. They make them still, but they're wicked expensive.
There's that game down the bottom.
Oh yeah, let's see what it is. Like I said, I thought it was like Peach Nut, or you said it was Carom. Let's.
What are we talking about?
This little thing where you'd flick your things into the corner pockets.
I had one. Never knew what you were really supposed to do with it, but we were always flipping
Oh, we're not
stuff.
gonna know. We gotta go to the next page because all the names are on the next page.
I'm gonna get a look at the number first. Number 16.
Only available at Sears. Really? Oh, this thing. The ring shooter for accuracy and power. Hmm.
And 16 divided by 2 is 8.
This
so
is
it's
look.
number
This
8.
is not really the real one. This is their knockoff version. So this isn't going to be an effective. Joe name is popping up there. It was the last thing, right?
16. Carom.
Carom. Yeah, look, trademarked and everything. I guess it was Carom. Maybe the one I played at my friend Scott's was a knockoff, but it was better. It was bigger.
That guy.
Where's the
I'm
big
getting
guy
hungry, though.
game? Mr. Carlson from WKRP.
Yeah, they called him the big guy on WKRP. Is that actually what that is? Again, most of these are around, right? Parcheesi, Life, like half of them, Clue. What's this one? Monopoly what? What's with the center thing? Looks like
Monopoly what?
Free basic Monopoly game with the purchase of Playmaster. This Playmaster must be what's up here.
You know it's called Monopoly.
Monopoly. Was it Stephen Wright? He says that. He goes, I find it funny that the only one manufacturer can make the game Monopoly. You know what a Monopoly is?
Yeah.
It's when no one else can.
Racco.
Upwards, the cheater version of Scrabble. This was the good Scrabble board. Look, you can see it had the plastic with the locking in things. Yeah. We bought this fancy one and it doesn't have to lock in stuff, does it? Or does it? Oh, okay. We found the one that was right, because you got to pivot. Yeah, look, on the air. It does. It looks like it's a Gordon Jump of Television WKRP. Wow. That is hilarious.
We've got a game to go with your turkey mug.
That's right. If I ever get it. No one's seen the
Grab the hippo.
Turkey Day episode. You gotta see it.
Prohibition's still out. Battleship's still out.
Bargain Hunter.
Dungeons and Dragons.
With some pewter pieces and stuff.
I learned how to
Star
play
Trek.
Dungeons and Dragons by watching a YouTube video
Yeah.
about people playing it.
It's about having an incredible imagination where you have to follow some guy's rules.
And roll a die.
Yeah. Let me use my imagination. Oh, your imagination got you killed. What the heck? I don't want to play anymore. Well, too bad. You're stuck in this earth.
Oh, there they all are.
Yeah, these were ones I've never got. I gotta zoom in on these. See, I thought they were gonna put these out again. You can see though they're pretty horrible, the gameplay. But it didn't matter because they look like look 2-player. Why are there 2 handles on this? You have player 1 and player 2. But I mean, they're swapping. Weird. Oh, they did it over here too.
Maybe someone gets to be the ghost.
I don't think so. But that would have been cool, right? If
You
you
don't
control,
think
like
so.
they didn't know who you were, but you got to be one of the ghosts. That would be incredible.
So how do you know who you are?
Because you can tell which way you're moving. Hey, there's a Coleco Gemini that Zach gave me. I didn't know there was a Coleco Gemini knockoff. So it's an Atari 2600 one. Well, it's a knockoff of the 2600. It's
I don't know why I get that.
oh, she got a case of the Snicker over there.
Look at all those choices.
Yeah, I think these are for. Are these for the Atari? They are. Yeah, because we got some of those in a box in the garage. This one is crazy. What is? Do you want to share with the class?
Games.
It's a funny video.
Oh, you're thinking of a video.
Mega Mania.
That is a great shooter. We have that. Jungle Hunt was a really good conversion. Everyone liked Pitfall. I don't know what No Escape is.
There's that one where the guy's throwing the bomb, which
This
is
one.
scary.
Kaboom. You just have to catch them all. And I think this was a dress-up game, the Strawberry Shortcake game.
Smart.
Galaxian. I don't even know if some of these represent the. No, these don't even represent the actual picture from the game. Some of these.
Really?
Yeah, they look. I know they look very basic, but they're not really even because this is not what Kaboom looks like. It's funny you didn't have to actually use screen captures back then. It's because you couldn't actually capture a screenshot back then. Well, you got CRTs everywhere. Oh, but that's definitely Donkey Kong. That piece of garbage. I don't know why anyone would have liked it. 2 screens. Ken saved up all his money one year and working
Star Wars one.
and bought it. Yeah, that at least looks real, doesn't it? That looks good. You know what? And look at this, Space Invaders. It actually looks better than that. Why would they put a... Everybody looks pretty close. Why? Probably more video games after this. Yeah.
In boxes.
Look at this. Containers. I think that's the one we got outside that I have been waiting for the smoke to go out of. Someone must have smoked a lot.
It's Odyssey. Odyssey.
Yeah, the Odyssey. But this thing, the Vectrex, this was the first time you could have a real arcade in your home. Whoa! It was $200, knocked down at $99.99.
Merry Christmas.
This would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So this actually used those kind of graphics that were in like Battlezone and not Space Invaders, Asteroids, and they made a bunch of games that were just pretty much knockoffs of it. But it was really, you had a TV in there, and it was turned on its side so you could look at it the right way. Good controllers and stuff. This thing was way, way ahead of its time. But look, you did have a few things. Berserk, that were real. Scramble was real. Impressive. Look at the games though. Pretty expensive considering that, you know, $100 for the system. But that's what they do now. They try and almost sell the systems at cost so they can sell games.
Right.
That's like a printer.
Yep.
Buy a $40 printer. The first time you have to put ink in it, it's $75. The Intellivision. I never knew they had a keyboard attachment.
Accessories. Huh?
Yeah. Look at these graphics. They're much better at the time on the Intellivision. Go over here. That must have been the voice module or something. Or computer adapter. Oh, see, same thing here. These are not the actual videos from the gameplay. They're just using, look, some of these aren't even the same. They're the same pictures from the
Right.
from the Atari stuff. Yeah, used to get ripped off back then. I think they changed all those laws, right? That you had to make sure you were saying this does not represent actual gameplay. Oh yeah, yeah, because look at this. I could be wrong, but I don't think Dig Dug looked that good. This is the 5200? Eh, maybe it did. The 5200 was a step up. Oh, see. Whoops. That's what... Hey, whoa, whoa. I wasn't done. This is what I want to talk about. The ColecoVision. This thing was awesome. And I never got it.
Oops.
Yeah, ColecoVision to me was the first game system that really started to look like you were playing games in the arcade. I mean, this does look like actual footage from the games because they look this good. They looked this good. See, at least, I mean, it looked like you were playing a real cartoon. Ah, I did it again. Alright, Donkey Kong. Look how much better that looked than that version. Now, obviously, they were missing one of the levels because it should go back the other way. But, I mean, so much better. So much better. But that's it. That is the 1983. Right, and if anyone wants to, how do I get out of this thing? Escape. That didn't help. Hold on, I gotta hit F11 here. Get out of this full mode. And then... Oh, I just had to click the home button. Bless you. You don't get one on that one. That was a half sneeze.
That was a cough.
So, you can go to wishbookweb.com and look at millions of... Not really. 11 new catalogs. What's this mean if I click this? Look, Sears, 48, JCPenney, 67, JCPenney. Maybe they'll start getting in the...
Hey, if you've got an old catalog somewhere, send it to those people.
That's the other thing too. If you got one, I bet you they take them and they scan them.
And they pay you money.
And yeah,
Even if they don't, it's a
oh
nice
right.
thing.
If they don't, it's up there forever.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
So anyone wants to take a walk down memory lane, you just go to this site and you can look through all.
Or we could literally walk down our road, turn right, and then walk down memory lane.
That's true. We do have that road, like right down our road. But I don't think you're going to see really cool stuff like this.
No.
That kid.
This kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
He's
him?
singing.
It looks like he's being possessed.
Yeah.
Christmas carol.
Okay, on that note, let's just leave it at that. And hopefully everyone has a Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Bye bye.